Hi, my name is Jerzy Eisenberg-Guyot. I'm a postdoc in the PsychEpi training program at Columbia, and I'm here to provide a summary of our paper, Union Burying Ground, Mortality, Inequities, and Sinking Labor Union Membership in the U.S. I worked on this paper with collaborators at the University of Washington, including senior author Jerzy Eisenberg-Guyot, who's a member of the International Society for Environmental Epidemiology. Over the last few decades in the US, life expectancy inequities across socioeconomic groups have increased 1 to 2 years, while racial life expectancy inequities remain considerable. Simultaneously, income inequality has increased markedly, suggesting that structural factors are increasing inequities across multiple domains. One potential structural cause is declining labor union density. So from 1983 to 2019, union density decreased from 20% to 10% overall, particularly among Black and less educated workers. And prior research suggests that declining union density has fueled the growth in income inequality across classes and exacerbated racial income inequality. In our study, we hypothesized union membership may protect workers from premature mortality by giving them greater workplace power, wages, benefits, and safety, and that declining union density may have exacerbated mortality inequities. To test our hypotheses, we used data on 23,000 adult respondents to the panel study of income dynamics followed from 1979 to 2017. And we implemented a parametric G-formula approach in our analyses, which allowed us to address potential healthy worker bias by appropriately handling time-varying exposure confounder feedback between union membership and employment status over follow-up. So first, using the parametric G-formula, we estimated how a scenario setting all versus none of respondents' employed person years to union member employed person years would have affected mortality risk in our cohort, both overall and by subgroup. Second, we estimated how racial and educational mortality inequities would have changed if union membership prevalence across subgroups had remained at 1979 levels throughout follow-up rather than at 2015 levels. To our knowledge, our study was the first US-based study with repeated union membership measurements to analyze these relationships. So overall, we found the always union when employed scenario was associated with a modest but meaningful 10% lower mortality incidence than the never union when employed scenario, or negative 19 per thousand, with a 95% confidence interval for the risk ratio of 0.8 to 0.99. Nonetheless, we found little evidence to support our hypothesis that mortality inequities would have lessened if union membership had remained at baseline levels. Importantly, however, we did not incorporate any contextual level or spillover effects of changes in union density on mortality inequities, a limitation that should really be addressed in future research. So although we believe these results are plausible, several factors may have biased our estimates, including first, hazardous working conditions, which are unmeasured, causing workers to unionize, second, healthy worker selection into unionized workplaces, and finally, non-differential misclassification of union membership over follow-up. So future research could try to address these limitations using fixed effects and quasi-experimental approaches to mitigate unmeasured confounding, for example, although finding data to make quasi-experimental approaches viable may be pretty challenging. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for listening and hope you enjoy the paper.